Chef Jessica Yang from Rebelle restaurant in New York City. How are you?
Good, how are you doing, Patrick?
Very good. What's on the menu today?
We're gonna make cherry clafoutis.
Perfect. What is a clafoutis? What is it? It's a French word, obviously.
Yeah, it's a traditional flan dessert from Limousin, usually made with cherries, dark cherries.
All right, so what's the first step?
So the first step is we're gonna mix our egg with some sugar
All right.
and just kind of whisk it really well.
Don't we have one of those machines that does this for us?
Here at Rebelle, we do everything old school.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to correct that. Tell me if I'm doing it incorrectly.
You're doing great.
Yeah?
We want to like blanch the eggs and the sugar just so everything's really, really well incorporated.
I'm gonna keep beating it until it turns white, you're telling me.
Yeah, and while you do that, I'm gonna butter this mold that we have here.
I'm gonna have some like Popeye size forearms by the time this thing's done. My God. Do you do this or do you have somebody that does it for you?
Oh, we do this.
Yeah?
It's my workout.
Are you sure?
So I buttered this mold with some room temperature butter.
See that?
And then we're gonna coat it with some sugar.
God.
And while you're finishing up there, I'm gonna quickly get these vanilla beans out. I kind of flatten the bean and open it up with my knife this way.
It's the inside that's delicious.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now you're just gonna incorporate the vanilla.
Okay.
And then
Am I
we're
doing
good
it
to
all
go.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So now we add our cornstarch, which is about 60 grams.
Oh my God. All right.
You
Cornstarch?
can do this slowly, just
All
kind
right.
of incorporate it completely.
But what's that?
This is almond flour, which is just ground up almonds.
So it's always a gluten-free dessert, not a specialized thing
Yes.
for you. It's just the way it is.
It's always a gluten-free
That's
dessert.
good to know.
And
I have friends who are gluten-free.
the almond flour is really nice because it kind of complements the stone fruit. So
I'm not
now we're
liking all
gonna
this
add
dry
the-
stuff going in here. I have a feeling this is going to start sucking
Yeah.
even more. And what's this?
This is yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yeah, because in France you would normally use a really nice creme fraiche or creme épaisse.
Right. Oh yeah, it smells great. Like you can smell the almond, you can smell the vanilla, and now that like kind of that sourness from the yogurt.
Perfect. That
Yeah,
looks
you
great.
feel good?
And then we
Oh,
just
yeah.
add whole milk. Whole milk. It's a 250
I really
grams
think
of
that
yogurt.
they make a
250
machine
grams
that
of
makes this whole process a lot easier. I'm not
This?
gonna lie to you. I think I've seen one of those
Unfortunately.
machines. It's called a mixer.
So now all we have to do is put some pitted cherries in here.
All right, there goes the cherries.
Yeah, we just line the bottom.
Good, that's good to go.
Yeah, pour it in here. And then we just pop it in the oven at 380 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Let's open some wine, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, since we have some time to kill. So, this is one of the oldest producers, and for me, really one of the great producers of Rieslings. They make some other wines as well, some great sparkling wines, but this is a late harvest Riesling from Hermann J, Wiemer, really looking to Germany for inspiration. So they're making kind of off-dry wines that had a little bit of sweetness. And then there were some dry wines, but they weren't as dominant as they are now. Now I feel like there's a movement and an interest to make more dry wines up there, but there's still some guys that stick to the old way and make slightly sweet wines. So they let the grapes hang a little bit longer than they would if they were just making a normal dry wine. Grapes almost get a little raisiny and then have a little bit of sweetness left over in the wine. But it's still not like sickeningly sweet. Because like this dessert, and I feel like the majority of the desserts that you make are desserts that have really good balance. They're not overly sweet, and that makes them really more wine friendly. Cheers.
Cheers.
And aromatically, it has like that great kind of fruitiness. I mean, there's definitely some stone fruit there. I think if you
yum.
mentioned stone fruits, like if you did like apricots or anything with this kind of dessert, or any sort of apricot desserts, I think it works really well with. But there is a kind of a hint of like ripe cherry or, you know, kind of red cherry, right? Yeah.
And some honey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we're getting close to being done, I would imagine?
We're pretty much there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, let's get it.
Yeah. That looks great. So I like to finish this with whipped cream with a little bit of creme fraiche and icing sugar and lime zest. So I just top it with some lime zest just to add to the freshness.
Okay, well, let's eat and see how the wine works with the food, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the best way to dig in here?
I just plop some of this cream on
Yeah,
here
that
and
seems
just
right.
dig in.
All right. I think that's a pretty
As
good,
is the wine.
pairing, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Well, cheers, Jessica.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yep. It's good to feel good about something that you make, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna give it a couple kiss with some butter and some garlic, and then let it hang out for a little bit.
Awesome.
So we've rested this duck now for about 10 minutes.
And now you can cut it.
And so now you can cut it. At this
Okay.
point, you're gonna just take a sharp knife, right?
Yeah, you can see how the skin is really tight to it. That there's not a lot of
Exactly,
fat. You're right.
exactly.
The fat's essentially gone, right? I mean, that
Exactly.
skin is nice and crispy.
So now we're just gonna go on the plate over here, right?